Good morning, guys. Currently 8:06. Day of my race. My first race is gonna be around 12. The reason I'm up so early I live so far away from the valley, but I've also got to go to the next town over, get some food to bring with me. I'm gonna need more food because I'm gonna be at the competition till 3 with 3 rounds of racing. So I'm gonna need a lot of fuel. Make sure that we can be right, so we can actually do what I want to do in the 200 and not just solely the one. Would have thought I'm gonna have to eat this barehanded. We've arrived, got my bib, so now it's time to warm up. Some blocks. My right leg is not fully extending. I don't know why.
Introducing the athletes for the next
I assume it's not warm enough. So I'm gonna do a bit more.
Lane 2, George Thompson. In lane 3, Seagun.
I tried priming my right side. I'm not sure if it's gonna be firing properly when I run, but we'll see. On to the race. At least sub 11 for the first round. Today we want to be getting 10.8 in the 100, but for the first round at least a 10.9.
Only 4 athletes in this race, but yes, we will keep a special eye on Josh Martin of Hercules Wimbledon. Hopefully he does the secret technique that
fresh from Jamaica. Well. It's not even me, that man with Coach Mills and that.
Away we go with Amma, Joshua, Ayomidi, Monty, Jevon, Sydney, and Laurel Smith.
Laurel Smith looking good on the outside.
And on the inside lane.
But also, woo!
Lane number 6.
I honestly think he would have went under the 11-second barrier if he didn't look across.
If he did what?
If he didn't look across that clock, he would have ran under the 11 seconds.
Really good running from Jevon Sutherland though.
Yeah, sure.
Really good running from him. He kind of runs. I like watching athletes that run like other athletes. It's weird. I need to watch the replay again because I think I know who he runs like. I would like to see the replay again.
Not the best start.
Yeah, it's just supporting my theory.
Lowering back though.
Yeah, this is really supporting my theory.
Very strong.
So not necessarily in the timing or the way, or like even super matching the models, but the style in which he runs, it's almost like I'm sure he's got really long legs for the height that he is as well. And they're almost like hunched over. I'm sat but I'm clawing. It's very like Farmbelay-esque. Like even the fact that he's got the start where it's not really getting in the race at the start, and then he gets going a lot quicker than Joseph Farmbelay does. But yeah, it was nice to see. Very nice to see. I think if he sets things up better and he's in a situation again where he's got a full cohort in the race and he's around people at all major points of the race to keep yourself those internal checks of like, alright, cool, I need to make sure I stay on top of my dean. Yeah. He'll run a lot faster than he's just run. Sub 11 is not even a question, but he'll run a lot faster than that if he's in a nice race.
Definitely a lot faster than that.
In lane 1,
it was there in that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he looked at across at like 7 meters to go. Not on the line. If anything, look on the line. Oh, just wait.
Just don't look. It's fine. It's not in there for you.
We ran 11:02. What was the wind?
I think mine is 0.7. I think.
Okay. That's basically sub 11 now.
Oh my gosh, I've got to take a picture of the thing.
My start was garbage. Like they went forwards, I went up. The issue is, we don't really get to use the blocks for some reason. The blocks that they use on the line is Olympic blocks. so they're longer and taller. So if you're not used to using them, you can't get out properly. So I popped up more than I wanted to, but here's what it is. Put my clothes on, eat, and then get ready for the next round. That's what I can do. If you're running 11:02 into a minus 0.7, then we're basically running sub 11. You just need to wait for it to pop out. And I gave them so much space. I had to claw my way to the front. So next time, I don't want any clawing. I want to just be at the front and go. So it was 11:02 into a 0.3 win. I don't know if it was plus or minus, but the commentator said it, and I've probably put it in as well. He was like, the start wasn't good. I was like, Joseph Fumbele, which is, I'm actually offended. And because I looked over the clock, I missed sub 11, but could have easily gone under. I think so too. I already mentioned it, but the blocks are bad. But we're gonna go next round and break 11 easily, hopefully. I don't know what happened with my start there, and then we will have qualified for one national meet, so we need to keep going so we can actually get that done. And then when we do, let's move. My start feels better, but we'll see when you actually go out there to run. What happens? Everyone other than me, I think, has a PB of sub 11, so we're going to be chasing today again.
Race here. I know James aiming for that first sub 11 clocking. Will we get that here today?
Well, a solid start now. Joel Ajayi looks very good for BFTTA.
It's a great start from Joel Ajayi.
On lane 6, but on the outside lane, pulling through on the outside. Yes, takes the victory.
I think that's the athlete that we saw earlier. That ran and looked over the clock. Now, will he have got that sub clocking that he wanted?
10.96 in second place. The win spot on 0.0. And Thomas Leacock in third place 10.99.
So I was speaking with Jevon Sutherland between the rounds, and he said, "You'd have to draw me out like that on the stream." And I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Because I'm not gonna lie. When I'm talking here, I just talk. I don't know what I'm saying about anyone. I'm just saying what is in the moment, right?" He said, "No, you were saying that. You know, I looked over the clock and da-da-da-da." I said, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was Rich." So I threw you under the bus. I said, "But he's right. Like, it's coming. Like, you can, if you just focus more on running through the line, you'll be fine." And so when you run 10.9 in the next round, I'm not going to be surprised. He said, "Oh, no, I'm trying to go for 10.8. I said, "Well, if that's what you want to go for, that's what you're going to go for. I'm never here to, you know, cap anyone's expectations on themselves." For him to run 11 flat back to back after running 11:02,
it is cold here.
And in a very, very cold environment. He's in lane 1 twice. Like, I told it, I just said him to just now. I said it's close, it's coming, man. Next time he runs, he'll probably do it. But sometimes the day has other plans. I was talking to my girlfriend's mum yesterday, and she was saying, apparently it's a very Jamaican phrase. She was like, "Man, I plan, gotta wipe out." And it's true, like, whatever plans you have, there's a greater plan, you know, beyond what you can perceive. So sometimes today is not, you might think today's the day I'm running sub 10 or sub 11, and someone says, "Yeah, absolutely not."
So he's looking at his race right now.
Oh, I actually was in the lead. Ah, that just makes it worse. That just makes it worse. I probably tensed up. They just came from nowhere. That was a good start. 11 flat, was it no wind? Qualify for nationals. Obviously, we did not want to run an 11 flat, but I did. So we'll take it. It looks like it's more of an issue at the last end of my race, tensing up, not going through my phases. Actually, not even about going through my phases as well, because I went through my phase as well. But when it was, once I reached my top end, I was forcing it instead of flowing with it. That could have probably got me into the 10s. We didn't run a sub 11, didn't run a 10.9, didn't run a 10.8, but the bare minimum I was going for was national qualification, which I've done, so this is half done already. Didn't want to run 11 like I said, but I think it's just about being like rusty. We haven't run hundreds, what, like, let's actually count. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So what, 7.5?
Yeah.
A bit.
So then I was right in the estimation. I said it dead on. So guys was complaining about my estimate, but no, I was right.
That reminds me, shout out to all the people who probably going to put you on the swing. I'm not going to add Crystal on that, but shout out to all the people who said I was going to do a 10. I didn't do it today, but it was supposed to happen. It should have happened. Next time we'll show up and we'll get it done. It's a shame, but it's what it is. Now, time for the 200. We'll leave the 100 on the back burner. The next time we're doing the 100 is at counties. Another 2 more rounds. We'll just try and get the job done there. But for now, 200. We're still pushing for sub 22 with an 11 flat run, 2 11s, 11.02, 11.0. I believe you should definitely be able to break 22. Based off the numbers though, let's do the numbers right now. Based off the numbers, we should actually be running. I need to do that. 22.22, which is not sub 22, but I feel like we could get the job done anyway. I'm not scared. The question is, am I still tired? If I'm tired, we might not get it done, but if I'm not tired, I'll work my way and I'll push. So I'm gonna do a little cool down, get myself ready for the 200. Open up my legs because my calves are tight. Eat a bit and see if I can get a fork. I think the food stall over there has a fork, so I can get my pasta. Up for the 2. I've already gone over the heats before, but I'm the fastest guy in 100 out of the whole field, and from my last race we already saw that I have a good first 8 meters at least. So just hold and then open up, then just stride away, and then PB, hopefully 21 something. It's raining. And if you think about Woking, my most craziest time, not fastest but craziest, was done in the rain at Woking. So it's raining right now. I can't really catch it, but it's raining right now. So one can only wonder what I'm going to do today. Thinking of lane 3, so let's go get.
Well, like the previous race, all of these athletes are running pretty much within a few tenths of each other in the 22s for their personal best. So let's see how this race now begins to unwind on Toby. Powerful finish. And business 22.20. And the win is 0.0. So Pedro for Jevon, Sutherland 22.19. William Bill Phillips in 22.35. And Nicholas Kamara 22.77.
I have questions for you. I have questions for you.
I'm always feeling my ball. I'm tired.
I have questions.
Okay, what are your questions?
Did it go how you wanted it to go? Is
No.
Is the time to expected?
Because of how the 200 went, I can't complain about the time. We definitely could have gone faster, like a 21 was actually possible. The issue is, 2 rounds and 100, I'm tired, I have nothing else much to give, and I was getting down into the blocks. I had to keep reminding myself, don't go soft, don't go soft. And then came out, haven't looked at the race yet, I don't need to, because I had a very great view of everyone's behind. Because I know how I'm supposed to be to at least be in line with them at the stagger, and by like 50, 60, 70, I was way at the back. Someone on my left was trying to catch up to me. I was like, yeah, ain't no way that's happening to me. So I had that to deal with. But I sped up, got to the straight, and then bye-bye for them. I think we were in line, we left. If anyone's seen my 23-28 second 200, which is the last 200 I've done outdoors here, it was pretty much like that, except there was a kind of a battle going on for the first 100 or so. I shouldn't have had any difficulties passing these guys, but I did. And I think it's because my strategy for the first 100 was too stride length dominant. So I was doing it warming up, like more frequency like I was doing for the 100, and I was like, I'm not gonna last. But then I did. So I know this next time, if I open up too much, I'm not gonna be able to run down hard. My stride lengths are already wide enough. Widening it anymore is gonna slow me down. So I'll learn that. So next time I go run a 2 at Bucks, we shouldn't have this issue. Whether we break 22 or not, questionable, but I should. Okay, so racing's done. Got the PBs there for Monday, 11 flat and 22.19. So we did end up shifting everything down from what we had in September and having times fast enough to replace what I originally had for the current. Then over here on the nationals, is 11 flat, 22.3, what I needed for nationals, assuming that the national standards from last season, I never actually pointed this out until now, but last season say the same. They usually do, and even if they don't, at the very least, I should have qualified for the 200. Like, I doubt they're going to shift it down by more than a tenth of a second. If they shift the 100, this would be your first time in like a decade, I think, and it won't be by that much. So realistically, even if I haven't qualified for them now, I would eventually qualify them. But let's assume it's the same. 11 flat, 22.3. There is a lot of space to fix a lot of things that we did. For example, I've said it before, I'll say it again, we could have broke 11 in 100. And something I find interesting is if you look back through the video, you'll see what I predicted, the times that were more conservative were accurate. Like after my 100, when I ran my 11 flat, I said slowest 22.2. At some point, at the start of the day, I believe I said the slowest we're gonna do is like a 22.2 on the dot. So, and what we do 22.19. And then for the 100, the numbers at the very start of the video were, for my 60 conversion, we got 11.005. Round out, that's 11.01. So to a variance of 0.01, I was correct with my 100 meter times. You could say practically on the dot. And if you rounded it down, which I guess you could do, then I was completely correct that you can't, because like it's with sprints, you've always got to round up. But overall, happy with the times for a season opener, not happy with the times in general. We could have done 10.8 for the 100, and if we didn't, we'd have just missed it. And for the 200, we definitely could have done a 21.9. The first 100 was really bad, So right now it's all just about getting back into training and then fixing what the issues were so that they don't happen again. Because for the 100 we had a top end speed to dip below 11 and we didn't, and for the 200 we easily had the acceleration to dip below 22, shown by the fact that we did it an 11 flat and we didn't. So just got to keep with it. But yeah, there's a lot of different excuses that I've already shown that I could be mentioning, but you just got to work with what you got. I've got some new spikes, some new SB2s. They're going to be coming today in about 33 minutes or less. So as the more excuses I can get rid of, the happier I'm going to be. But all that really matters now is getting back into training and doing what we can do. Pain to say this, but shout out to Christabel. She got out on the head. She was not wrong with the prediction of, what was it? I forgot the 200, but for the 100 it was 11 flat and 10.95. The 11 flat being completely correct, just not the right rounds. I think she did first round and second round. But regardless, 11 flat. She was the closest, and same for the 200. I think she put 22.2 something. If I remember right, 22.26. I think that's what she put. But yeah, shout out to her, I guess. And I'll see you guys next week when we restart the training all over again, so we can get ready for Bucks in about 2 weeks.